In this lesson, we are going to be making the pivot arm using AutoCAD. So first thing you want to do is analyze this drawing. And we see that we've got three circles that are 3 inches in diameter, and that's what that 3x means. So I'm going to go ahead and make that circle. And so I typically start at my 0, 0. But before I do that, let's just go ahead and make sure that we have the same settings, because these settings are really critical to constructing this drawing. So I always have my polar tracking on, and it's at 90-degree increments, my O snap, and then my object snap. All right, so I'll go ahead and go to my circle diameter, and I'll go ahead and type in 0, 0. And press enter. And then the diameter here is at 3 inches. So type in 3. Remember, we are in inches and not in metric or imperial. We are in imperial, which is the same as inches. Okay, so there's my circle. Now let's just verify that I've actually done the diameter and not accidentally the radius. So let's go ahead and select it. And that's 3 inches in diameter. I'm not going to worry about the tenths and hundredths and all that at this point. So that's correct. All right, so probably the easiest thing to do is just make another one, the larger one around it, which is a 6-inch diameter. So type in 6, that same 0, 0. And then I need to make another circle to the right that's 6.5 inches over. So I'm just going to start at my 0, 0 and make a construction line that's 6.5 inches and push enter and escape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this circle, and that there's 3 of them. That's what that 3x stands for. So what I can do then, easiest thing is probably just go ahead and make a circle diameter, snap it at the end at 6.5 inches, and type in the diameter of 3. And I should verify this too. So it also has a larger circle though with a 2.5-inch radius. So if I use the diameter, that would obviously be 5 inches. And so we want to verify all this right now. So that is 2.5, and that looks good. And let's go ahead and put this on here. Now the way that you would do this, if you see there, it says, let's get the right one here, at 3 inches in diameter. So what I can do if I want to change this at any point is I essentially double click inside of it. So if I double click it, what I need to do is type in 3x space 0, or excuse me, 3x space diameter 3. And so I'm essentially going to just move the tab, the arrow key on my desktop, on my keyboard, and then type in that space. And I'm not going to worry about the tenths and hundredths and all that right now. I'll deal with that later. All right, so this looks good. Only thing I'm going to probably need to do here is draw a line. So because I have the OSNAP settings done, I can go ahead and make a line at this 6.5 on the X and just go straight up, and it should just kiss that top of that circle, and then I'll snap it and then move it over so it intersects. Now that's all in those settings that we set up. And so easiest thing to do is I'm actually going to mirror it, type in mirror, and then the center is going to be at this 0, and I don't want to delete it, so I press no. And I have finished the first exercise of the pivot arm.